You sit at a desk. They sit at a desk. You have sales reports. They have book reports. You need supplies. They need supplies. Business is a lot like school. That's why your small business should take advantage of back-to-school deals at Staples. Now, Staples 1-inch 3-ring binders are $1.92. 1-subject notebooks are just 25 cents, and 2-pocket poly folders are just 35 cents each. Make back-to-school your business at Staples.
In-store only while supplies last. Offer ends 9/1/18, limit 30.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, folks. This is Mark Wilmot, singer-songwriter of the Redstone Ramblers, owner of Trademark Instrument Repair, and proud supporter of the Paige Roberts Show on Intercom Radio. Do you want that old acoustic to play like butter again? You want to get that Strat you got from your dad hot-rodded? Or maybe you want to put a pickup in your banjo? You can contact me for all your TLC. I'll be there for your instrument when it needs me. You can check me out at Trademark Instrument Repair on Facebook. Thanks again for listening, and remember, support your local songwriter.
We're playing tunes that make you grin. Our music's better than it's ever been. So think of us when you need a show. We're at WIRN, Intercom Radio.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Paige Roberts Show. It is Friday, finally. It is August the 10th. We're excited. I've been working, which I do all the time anyway. But yeah, we're fixing to bump this up a notch, and I'm probably gonna come off of Blog Talk Radio altogether. I'm already setting up the server to do my own broadcasting, so y'all wish me luck. So it's kind of scary. Okay. But y'all, tonight we have a special treat for you, so grab your coffee and sit back and listen to us tonight. My feature artist tonight, Rick Kent, he's out of Florida. Well, technically he's out of Florida. He's been a little bit everywhere here lately, so I do have him on the phone with me. Hey, Rick, how you doing? And welcome back. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here. Yes, ma'am.
We all been busy. You've been busy. I know you've been working on things, and I've been working on things. And I usually give a little bit of an intro, Rick, but I think we're just going to dive right in. I hope people can hear us out there. The guest call-in number is 646-668-8941, and we'll just get this show started. How about it, Rick?
Yeah, we'll talk about, I tell them what I'm doing, and then we'll get into what me and Mary's done and fixing to do. I'm the 2018 North America Country Music Association Bluegrass Instrumentalist and Entertainer of the Year this year. And I'm also nominated for the Rising Star with the Josie Music Awards, which is in September the 8th.
And last year. Didn't you win last year also?
I won last year in 2017 at NACMA Vocalist and Instrumentalist of the Year. In 2017, I won Alabama Music Association Vocalist and Instrumentalist. 2018, I won Instrumentalist and Entertainer. So I can't figure out. I mean, I've got so many awards on the wall until I don't know what I got.
I can't keep up.
I can't keep up with it. I can't even keep up with my radio stations now. So, I mean, my music's really doing well, and I really appreciate all the people that likes what I'm doing. And I have a booking agency, entertainment agency that's booking my shows for me. I don't know where she's online with us or not. It's Southern Bookings. It's the lady's name is Brooke Hayes, and y'all can look her up on Facebook and get the website and the phone number. If they want me to come do a show for them, call her. That's what she does. She's handling all my music for me. So that takes a little off me where me and Mary can work on this awesome stuff that we're fixing to do.
That's nice. That's nice to have somebody to do the work for you now.
Yeah. It takes a load off of me. I mean, when you're trying to book a show,
that's right.
and practice and do new songs and all, you can't do it all. You cannot do it all.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I did it for years, but now I got somebody to hit me, and I'm thankful for that. And there's a lot of good things fixing to come with Southern Booking, so I can't talk about it. So anyway, it's a lot of things.
Now we'll just let Mary's on the line now too, so we'll bring her on in.
Hello.
You're talking to Mary.
Yeah,
we don't want to
talking
like you ain't here, Mary.
How are you doing? Hello from Southeast Texas. We're having another one of our, evening. Well, it's almost night now, but we have these rolling thunderstorms that keep heading in every night, and then they pass.
And that's been going on here in Georgia too. We've had rain every night except for tonight.
No, yeah, but I think I can talk over it, so I'll do my best.
All right. Well, we appreciate you calling in, Mary, and taking time out to call in. So I know y'all been working on a lot of things, and so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So,
oh yeah.
Well, I know you gave a little bit of intro about you. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more on you and where you came from and all that good stuff?
Well, I was raised in Florida, down in the Panhandle, and I started playing when I was 10 years old. I told Mary a while ago on the phone that I started playing a Sears Silvertone guitar, but I graduated from that up to a Martin now, so I reckon I done hit the big leagues. And but I played old strings. I'm not going to call the names on, but I graduated from them and playing good stuff. I mean that's what it's all about. But I've been in music. I've been in bluegrass music for 45 years. I mean,
wow.
I've been
That's a long time.
I started back in 1973, I think it was. And, borrowed money to go to gigs and hope that somebody will pay you when you get there and eat sardines out of a can and I've been there and done that. So I
bet there's a lot of people out there that can relate to that, Rick.
Yes, ma'am. There's a lot of people that can relate to that. I mean, I drove up and I saw some groups that's made it big that I didn't even know whether they was going to make it home or not because their old wore-out van was smoking so bad it took more oil than it did gas to make the trail. But, that's the way it goes. But I am very fortunate to get hooked up with Mary. I mean, I am very fortunate. She is an awesome songwriter, and she really is. She's awesome. I mean, the main thing about between the artist and the songwriter is the artist has got to feel the song the songwriter wrote. I mean, you got to know where it's coming from to produce it right.
Right.
If you don't, anybody can just get up there and sing the song. But if you ain't know where it's coming from, you can't feel what the songwriter is wrote.
Mary, why don't you elaborate on that? Because I know you are the one that's been doing the songwriting. So, but you are a singer-songwriter. So why don't we let Mary tell a little bit about her background, and I'll hand it over to Mary, and she can tell you who she is and what she does.
Okay. I'm Mary Palermo. I'm from Southeast Texas, and I'm not too far from Galveston, not too far from Houston. I live not too far from even Louisiana, so I get a lot of that Cajun music influence. But I was raised where at 7 I started taking piano. I was mainly like doing the classical piano scene, you know, in front of the judges and that kind of thing. But, you know, I had where that I wanted to be Jerry Lee Lewis too in my own time, you know. I wasn't, you know, I kind of merged both of them. And then I took guitar, and I just always have loved music. And a note of interest, I did live in Port Arthur. That's my home, where I was born, and that's the home of Janis Joplin. So, you know, we had a lot of greats around here. This is Tracy Birdland and Mark Chestnut. But I'll put it like this. I became a poet. I was a musician first, then I became a poet and a songwriter. And I did sing, you know, like in the church and that kind of thing. And then I had a car wreck where that I had to have a procedure done. They moved the vocal cords. So I stopped singing, and I was songwriting and hoping my vocal cords would come back. You know, the surgery, you know, you're almost hoarse. You know, you can't hardly talk. And so I got word that I was actually writing songs for men. But as a songwriter, I would go kind of through different, I challenged myself. I even one time said, well, you know, I'd like to write a Cajun song. But this song right here has a lot of, the one that he's doing has a lot of special memories to me. Me and my mother had done genealogy research for like 35 years. But then also I was raised a lot, you know, going to my grandparents on Sunday, listening to my grandfather's stories, you know, and the fiddle and everything. I mean, I loved bluegrass music. It represented to me the mountain people that my grandfather talked about, and I had a lot of them from Tennessee, our family, ancestors, and that went to Arkansas. So I heard all these stories, and I heard all this music, and so this song right here in my heart is my grandparents. It's the values that they tried to share with me, and the lessons and everything, and I think that's basically the song. That's what it is. It's going back to the old times when a family was a family and everybody sat around and there was honor and everything. You know, it's such simple times. You know, and I'll put it like this too. We had went through 2 hurricanes. We went through Hurricane Ike too, and you know, we went back to that simple times, you know, when everything's gone and you know, like you're knocked off the grid, you know, you go back to those simple times. So that song represents a lot to me in my heart. So you might go back to Rick.
Now, how did you end up meeting Rick? What made you decide to? That's who you wanted to go.
To tell the truth, I think, you know, you run into different artists and you just talk, and then you kind of pique each other's interest, and we had so much common grounds and things. I mean, he's told me stories and stuff, and you know, back when people made their own soap and you know, did their own, you know, made everything, you know, they had the dirt under your fingernails, and everybody knew what to do, you know. It wasn't going to the store, and I mean, it was the down-home stuff, and it was like this man it's almost like he's the truth in what I write, you know, that part of my music. He's the true blue thing, because he has seen and heard the same kind of stuff that I heard.
Right.
So we really connected. We really connected.
Well, that's awesome. Now, when are y'all releasing this song?
It will probably be released probably the middle of September.
Mm. Now, do you have it finished? Now, is it finished as far as putting vocals and things like that and recording?
It's about 80%. It's about 80% done.
Wow.
So far.
It's a lot of work.
So far, I'm going back to the studio on the September the 1st and do some stuff. I'm adding. I'm not going to tell you all of it, but it's going to be a different style of bluegrass music than what I have been accustomed to, and it's going to be a little bit of old-timey mountain swing to it, and it's going to be a little bit of old traditional bluegrass to it, and it's going to have a little bit of laid-back, easily listening music to it. It's different. It's going to be different. I mean, it's the kind of song that you can turn on the radio and listen to the words of it and the music, and you can see and imagine it in your mind and be there.
Well, that's another thing too.
That's what we're looking for.
As a poet, most of my songs are really filled with imagery. I mean, you can shut your eyes and drift off, and you're in another place. And in this song, you're in another place, another time. And I think with this fast-paced world we're going through and all that, there's times that we miss those older times. And there's every time you turn around, every day, there's something else that no longer exists, what you used to do as a kid or whatever. And I think, in a way, this song is like taking a photograph of something that you hope sticks around, that
right.
you don't lose sight of it.
Or
it's like
even the music,
historical kind of thing.
Mary. Or even the music, has really changed a lot also. We talk about that a lot on the show, and of how the genres and how the sound of music has really changed over the past few years.
Well, I think, too, maybe Rick could tell a little bit about Bluegrass, because I think with this song, we're hoping maybe that it's a song that pulls maybe people that don't even really like bluegrass music in. Maybe even some younger kids, will become enthused with it, because I think that form, you got so many different kinds of instruments, and the way I always had it was, you're on the back porch, Grandpa's playing the fiddle, you've got all the different family members or neighbors or whatever, the kids are down there, give it, a washboard, spoons, whatever, it's a family thing.
Right.
But he can tell you a little bit about the history of bluegrass that he remembers.
Or does he want to play? I hear an instrument in the background. Rick, are you gonna play?
I'm going to do the first verse of this song.
Oh,
I'm not going to do all of it. I'm going to do the first verse of it, where y'all can tell where this song's coming from. And well, anyway, if I get too loud, well, we're losing it. So I ain't never played live over a radio show, especially talking on a telephone, but this is the first.
All right.
You can hear this all right?
Oh, yes, you're doing good.
Okay. In the Blue Ridge Mountains, so tall. It's where I heard my grandpa call. He said, child, don't ever forget your roots. The past will tell you what the future will do. See the sturdy oak tree stands so tall. The love of family helps to catch you when you fall. In the Blue Ridge Mountains so tall. In the Blue Ridge Mountains so tall. That's a sample.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Well, we'll be waiting and thank to see what it sounds like.
It talks about family values. It talks about Mary done an absolutely wonderful job on this song. I'm gonna brag on that. I love it when she sent it to me, and it talks about her grandmama. It comes back in, her grandmama tells her something to do, and then at the bottom line of it, it goes back and says, and I'm gonna give some of this away, but it's okay. It comes back and then it goes back and says that she let me find the okay. I'm lost my page. I'm sorry.
That's yeah. That's okay. You have in a song where you've got like your grandmother's giving you advice, your grandfather's giving you advice, the Heavenly Father's giving you advice, and then at the very end of the song, it's letting you, the listener, know after you had all that advice, what did you do?
Yeah, what did in life? I mean, that's what it says. You know, it says that it says here. It says I was walking in the backwoods store when I heard my Heavenly Father call. Saying, child, never forget my love. I heard every prayer you sent above. Then he goes up. I've learned a lesson. This is a true to heart song. And if people will listen to it, they will know the meaning of it. It's awesome.
Now, do you have a title for it yet, or you hadn't done the title yet?
Yes, we got a title for it. And it's plain and simple, In the Blue Ridge Mountains Tall. And that's the title of it. And that's where it's going to be published. Where Mary's name is writer, and me is the flunky who's tried to do it. But you know, I am very, very excited about doing this song.
I know.
You know, and in fact, you know, I'm going, well, what is going on here? I mean, now I've got a wonderful writer. Now I have got a wonderful agency that's helping me book shows for me. Plus, I got nominated for Rising Star with Josie Award, all in the past 3 months. You know, I must be doing something right. I don't know.
Good things come to those who wait. But then you've gone after it too, so I don't know which one it is.
I don't really.
Well, I was going to say, me and Rick, as we were talking about this song and everything, it was kind of like, you know how you have that feeling? Sometimes, you know, you just have that right feeling. And it's like, once we got together and started working on the song, it's like things just fell into place. Everything just, you know, totally, you know, this obstacle and that obstacle just fell away, and it was just like a thing meant to be.
Well, what do you think about an album? Maybe?
Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see how this works.
We're working on going to work on a Christmas thing too.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But that's yet to be revealed. But
it's funny though. Every time we talk, we almost have another song that we've kind of, we're instant mailing or talking to each other, and we almost, oh gosh, that's going to make another song, and I'm sitting there writing down that title of that song and the gist of that song because like we think so much, a lot, we're like in each other's head about these values and stuff, and I think both of us just really, really want to maybe to bring the young people in, and get, I think what it is today, maybe kids are, I'm raising a grandson and he's turned 20. And I think in a way, kids are searching for something that's their own. And maybe this will be a kind of a bluegrass that things really need to change back more to the older ways because, I went one time with my grandkids and each one's on their device writing to each other, and they're not even interacting.
Well, we live in such a fast-paced world, and the kids don't they don't have a chance to be kids anymore. I remember we always did play outside and and had time to.
I was going to ask Rick. He told me some about what he knew when he was younger, who he had seen play, and he kind of educated me some about bluegrass by what he had seen, and maybe he might like to tell a little bit about that.
Okay, the first bluegrass show I ever played on, we were playing on stage, me and my family group that we had. We had my sister and my nephew. We had a banjo player and that wasn't related to us, and a dear friend of mine that played the harmonica. And the first bluegrass show we ever played, we played on stage and come out, and I knew who was going to play behind us, and there sat Lester Flatt and the Nashville Grass backstage, and I was shocked. I mean, I was honestly shocked. And I remember what Lester said. Well, boys, y'all done pretty good on that thing there. Just keep it up and load the wagon with it. That's exactly the word Lester Flatt told me. I never forgot it. I was
that to me is amazing.
Probably 20 years old.
And that's what you did, ain't it?
That's what I did. I just loaded the wagon. But after then, I got acquainted, was friends with Sonny and Bobby Osborne, Osborne brothers. They're good. Was good folks. Sonny's passed on one of the best banjo players I've heard. They was awesome. We played shows with Jimmy, Jesse, and Virginia Boys. They're great. They was great. Jesse is still great. His health is not very well. I wish him well if they're listening. My prayers go out for. He's a great entertainer and a great mandolin player. Some of the songs that I play on guitar, I have adapted to his style of playing a cross-pick double string or mandolin style on the guitar on some of the stuff that I do. And not a copycat from him by all means, because there's no copycats in this business. You do your own thing the best you can. And you can't sell a reproduction of who you are in this business. You better be yourself. You can do somebody else's song, but there's never going to be but one. I mean, a lot of people say,
I said that a long time.
A lot of people says, oh, you sound just like Mr. Mac Wiseman. Well, I do. I done his songs so much until I really like the way he sings. He's 94, I think, right now. 94, 95, I think. And he's still playing songs. I mean, he's remarkable. I mean, but the legends are, I'm getting into legend category now, I mean, but the old traditional bluegrass, there's not any more of them. I'm glad to see some of these guys is playing traditional stuff and carry it on really well. I met Mr. Bill Monroe in 1973. He was in Dothan, Alabama, at the Houston County Farm Center, and I remember it well. He was sitting backstage, and I wanted to go see Bill Monroe. I mean, I wanted to see the man that started all this stuff. He started Bluegrass, and I walked backstage, and I had my guitar case in my hand, and he looked at me and he says, "My son, you want me to sign your guitar?" I said, "Do you want me to sign?" I said, "Do you want me to sign your mandolin?" He looked at me and he said, "What you got in that case?" I showed him. He says, "I wouldn't touch that thing." And we had a big laugh off of it, but I remember all them memories too. But there's one bluegrass player that I always wanted to see play, and I never did see him. Was I wanted to see Jimmy Martin play. He was they called him the King, and he had a sound all of his own, but it took him a real long time to find his sound that he wanted. I mean, there's a lot of wonderful pickers out there. There's a lot of good, wonderful David Benson, Rhonda Benson. There's so many out there now till I can't even name them all. But some of them I've Googled and on YouTube said Bluegrass just to see what's going on, and it's remarkable what they're doing, and there's some awesome musicians out there. There's some I was doing a show in Dothan, Alabama, and there was a family there that was 4 girls, ranged from age 16 to 7. They had the tightest harmony I have ever heard in my life. 2 of the girls, the little girls, played twin fiddles, and one of them played the guitar and a mandolin player. Those kids made the hair stand up on my head, and I had to follow them on stage. I hated to get up there because those kids were great, and I can't think of their names.
Well,
you reckon they want me to pick one part? I'll try it. I mean, if it don't come out good, well, it's live. So
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll try one, and bear with me. I'm kind of I get discombobulated on some of this stuff, but
don't lose the phone.
I'm not gonna lose the phone. I'm gonna play one. I hope these people don't play kind of nuts, but anyway, I partially am. But we'll play this little tune.
All right.
Yay, that was great.
That was a little Mexican bluegrass song.
Hey, you smoked that. That was great.
Yeah.
That was one. I've got that on YouTube. They can see that on YouTube and on my Rick Kent Bluegrass Facebook page, and also starting Monday, you can download. You can Facebook me on Rick Kent Bluegrass or just Rick Kent, or you can go to rkentbluegrass@gmail.com and drop me a line. And if you want a CD from me, not this new song, but some of my old stuff, I think there's 10 songs, for a donation, whatever, $10 and up, I will send you a download CD, a picture of me, and you can pay for it through PayPal. And the information will be on my Rick Kent Bluegrass page if it all works out. I hope it does. The bank said they would help me Monday, so it'll be up and rolling in a few days. So, and the song that me and Mary's going to have out, it will be on radio probably, like I said, in the middle of September if God's willing for it to happen that fast. And it will probably be on, well, they can go to my Bluegrass page or look at Mary's page, and we'll have it posted probably on Amazon.com and places like that you can get as a download. For now, and maybe a CD coming.
We'll share that information too, Rick, if you have something you can share.
Okay. Okay. But you can, if people want the CD, which I think me and Mary's going to work together and put a CD out. I don't know. I'm talking out of school right now, but there's a bunch of great songs and I won't do them. It fits my style of music and I think I can do them justice. I hope. I don't want to turn out a bad song.
I think. Well, you know what I like is Page. I love he is a true blue
through and through.
He's true blue for what bluegrass is. He's not an artist playing bluegrass. He is bluegrass. He's the true blue though.
I eat, sleep, dream, talk on the phone, Facebook, bluegrass music.
Rick, you've been playing and singing, Rick. I think there's due time, don't you?
Ma'am?
And I said, you've been playing and singing all this time, Rick. I think it's due time. Don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, too, that he tells me stories, too. I have my poetry group, the Enchanted Poetry Book, and artists and musicians can post their stuff in it and poets. But what I was going to say is I have had Rick start putting some of his stories, and possibly me and him could work together, and I could, I've started doing poetry books that kind of guide him to do a book maybe of some of these stories of some of the things from way back, that are just so interesting,
Well,
and
I
go ahead.
Right.
I don't want to beat my own drum, but I also write other kinds of music. I have a music page that Mary Palermo I've got various pages. I'm on Twitter, but Mary Louise Palermo, and I was nominated. I was nominated for the Nashville Universe Songwriter of the Year and the 2018 Josie Songwriter of the Year. So it helps, to get. I put it like this. I mean, you find great artists that bring out what that is in your head, that express truly what you're hearing. And I mean, it's kind of like winning the lotto,
I mean, can I talk a minute?
Yes, sir.
Hello? All right. This phone's trying to mess up. We're having a thunderstorm in Florida. But I mean, it's very rare that people still telling me about it. I went and talked to some people today and talked to some people online, and people are tagging me. That says it's very rare for and I'm not bragging about myself because I'm not any better than any other. I'm not any better than. Well, the guy said if you can't toot your own horn, who's going to toot it? I mean, that's exactly right. But where I'm coming from, it's very rare for, I'm an award-winning bluegrass artist. I mean, that's what I got. But it is very rare for a award-winning songwriter and a award-winning artist to team up together to work on a project. It don't happen. I mean, it does not happen.
You proved it wrong, man.
Yeah. We proved it wrong, and we think to put out one heck of a product. I mean, if it goes like I want it to go and Mary wants it to go, I give y'all a taste of the song, but this thing is going to be so bad the people's going to be climbing up the walls and want to hear it. I mean,
I think too about the song. There's parts of the song that they focus on a particular instrument for bluegrass, but it's a song that calls you up to want to dance to it, to do, to take part. It's a song that really, it's not just a boring song that you're hearing all these morals and stuff like that. In between, you've got the chorus, and the chorus is kind of like, if you could, if you'd probably watch an old Western, if you saw a barn dance, and man, it's calling people up to dance. This is one of these songs that it's a very interactive song. It does a whole lot of different things together,
Yeah, I'll just tell you about the chorus a little. One part of it. One part of it says, I'm going to get out the fiddle and dance a little jig, okay? Then it comes back on another chorus, and it says, I'm going to get out the banjo. That's all I'm going to say about it. Y'all just going to have to listen at it because it's going to be
dynamite. You got the suspense up.
Yeah, I'm building the fire, though. Y'all going to have to buy this CD, We going hungry. We need some butter, sausage, and some sardines down here in Florida.
Well, I think this song is going to bring a revival of hoedowns. Get out their overalls and it's gonna really. I think it's going to be a song that's so old-fashioned, but you're going to see that back in those old times, maybe those people, had fun.
Yes.
They interacted and they had fun. And I hope it has that effect.
That's what I was saying, Mary. I mean, this is such a fast-paced world we live in now that people don't take the time to sit back and enjoy the music now, and so, maybe so.
Well, my 20-year-old grandson, he finally went to one of the local, I guess, I don't know if you call it, I don't know what they call them now, but, like a tavern, whatever. And, you know, it's called Cowboys, so this is in Lake Charles. So I thought, well, Cowboys, it's got to be country, and it's a little bit of everything. And he says, well, they're even playing flash dance. Well, to me it sounds like maybe this generation is searching for something, you know. And I guess one thing that frustrates me, you know, here you see kids that are reading books on Kindles, you know, they're not having the yellow pages with the, you know, page flipped down and smelling the old book and having it on the shelf, you know, everything's nice and, you know, electronically, you know. And I think maybe there's a need for really down-home root kind of things, you know. And I think, like one thing Rick told me, he says, you know what, you're going to either love bluegrass or you're going to hate it. And I'm hoping that a song like this, it softens the edges and it invites you in. You know, you just cannot just sit there. You have to take part.
Well, I want to do one more short version of a song. I'm wound up. I'm a player. I'm not an interviewer. So, if that was mine, I'll do this. I got this on video, and it's on my CD that you can get online and by emailing me for it. And it's online and it's on video. It's on video. That I think it's got 18,000 views on it right now, and Mark, I think. Okay, we'll try to do a little bit of this. We ain't gonna do much of it, but it's one of them good. Mac does this, and I hope Mac Wiseman is listening because I want to do this for him. I mean, that's where I first come from, and I will do it for Mr. Mac Wiseman. Oh, my God, someday, I'm going very weak. Let one drop of another fall upon my burning cheek. Will you do this one together? Just remember what I say. Give them all my soul, but never hurt my day in the way. Soon the baby will be harder, and that baby will see. Won't he look so handsome, mother, when he walks down the street? Will you do this? Won't you, mother? Yes, remember what I say. Give them all my thoughts, but mother, put my way in the way.
Yeah,
that's
great. Awesome.
That's one of my favorites. That's
I like that too.
It's a lot of people like that song. I mean, I do one called Mustache on Cabbage Head that talks about a fella coming home drunk and finding a horse in his stable, and he calls his wife and says that what's the horse in the stable? She said it's not a horse, it's a milk cow, and then I ain't never seen a milk cow with a saddle on it. I do that song that my mom taught me when I was 6 years old, and then I do another song. Her name of it is "If My Nose Was Running Money, Honey, I'd Blow It All on You." So I do a bunch of variety stuff and my show and I'm not a calm collector.
You don't have one on snoring, do you?
No, I've got one on snoring. I started to do a song that's out called "The Fur Coat," but I got scared to do it. So anyway, it's out on YouTube, and my buddy up in Tennessee's got that out, and I was scared that somebody'd say something about it, so I didn't want to play a whole game of that. But I backed off of it.
Well, you shouldn't do that. Well, we got like 9 minutes left. We got like 9 minutes left of the show. Is there anything y'all want to talk about before we close out?
Paige, I just want to thank you for doing an outstanding job of promoting people like me and Mary and giving us a chance to talk to these people and where we can, sell our product. I mean, that's what it's all about. Right. Is you've got to let people hear you. And I'm telling some of the newer artists out there, and if you don't use social media, you are backing up. It is not coming to you. You've got to go to it. It's all about numbers. It's all about numbers and views and stuff like that. Also, I'm going to play something else. Okay.
All right. Well, why don't we go out? Mary, you got anything you want to say?
Oh, I mainly wanted to say anybody that has turned their head away from Bluegrass, give this song a listen to. Give Rick Kent a listen to all his other songs. It's something that it will catch your heart. And I just want to thank you so much for what all you've done. And I want to tell Rick Kent in front of everybody how honored I am that he even tried to even remotely look at my songs. I was just blown away. He read a little bit of it, and then he said, "Listen, let me play a little bit of it." And, I mean, I was just like in heaven. I heard instantly.
Right, it's surreal when you hear it like online like that, isn't it?
Oh, yes. So if he wants to play whatever he wants now.
There's some good.
Well, we'll close out, Rick. You can sing along, and we'll let you close out. But I'll be back here Monday night with Kathy Nicholson. She's local, so
we'll stay tuned.
All right.
I'll say one more thing. Please tag my Red Kent Bluegrass Facebook and like it, and you can email me at rkentbluegrass Facebook. rkentbluegrass@gmail.com, and my phone number's on my Facebook page if anybody wants to get a hold of me. And for bookings, please call Southern Entertainment. You can see them on Facebook, and I haven't got their number in front of me, but just listed. You want me to say one, and we'll go out.
All right. We'll go right here.
I was standing by the window yesterday morning, without a worry or a care, when the postman was coming up the pathway, my joy, smile, and joy through the air. He rang the bell and whistled, warming the window, and said, "Good morning, Egypt." knowing the sorrow baby brought me, and he handed me the letter, rose and black. Hey, folks, you're listening to the Paige Roberts Show on Intercom Radio. Y'all have a good night. God bless you. And I hope you like my music and Facebook me and email me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Good night.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Rudy.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
Thank
Bye, everybody.
Hi, folks. This is Mark Wilmot, singer-songwriter of the Redstone Ramblers, owner of Trademark Instrument Repair, and proud supporter of the Paige Roberts Show on Intercom Radio. Do you want that old acoustic to play like butter again? You want to get that Strat you got from your dad hot-rodded? Or maybe you want to put a pickup in your banjo? You can contact me for all your TLC. I'll be there for your instrument when it needs me. You can check me out at Trademark Instrument Repair on Facebook. Thanks again for listening, and remember, support your local songwriter.
We're playing tunes that make you grin. Our music's better than it's ever been. So think of us when you need a show. We're at WIRN Intercom Radio.
Switch to Sprint Unlimited Basic, featuring TV from Hulu and 500 megabytes of mobile hotspot. Plus, for a limited time, get 5 lines for only $120 per month. Hurry to a Sprint store or call 1-800-SPRINT1.
Offer ends 8/16/18 after 1/31/2020. Pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines with autopay. One Hulu limited commercial plan per eligible Sprint account. MHS reduced to 3G speeds after 500 megabytes per month. Coverage and offer not available everywhere. Excludes taxes, fees, and roaming. Requires new lines. Subject to credit and 3 activation fee. Video streams up to 480p. Speed maximums, use rules, and restrictions apply.